winemaker Matthew Meyer is going to show us some of these fabulous wines here at Williamsburg WInery. So, what's in your arsenal today?
Well, what I want to give you right off the bat is the Chardonnay that I talked about being one of Virginia's better grapes.
Okay.
This particular Chardonnay, the Challenge International du Vin, which takes place in Paris, there were thousands of entrants from around the world. Only 6 wines from America were given medals. 5 of them were for California, and this little lone Virginia Chardonnay.
Big kudos.
So I think this goes to show the potential that Virginia has for Chardonnay. It's a beautifully balanced wine. It has all the classic attributes of a Chardonnay.
So what are we looking? What flavors are we looking for here?
Well, you're going to have a balance. You're going to have the fruit, the vanillas, the creams. You're going to have a little bit of oak, a little bit of acid. It's all going to be balanced in with the alcohol.
Right.
This has some nice melon, some citrus, a little bit of grassiness. You know, the classic style of Chardonnay.
Definitely getting those citrus notes. Ooh, a little bit smooth and buttery on the finish.
Just a tiny bit, you know, it's all...
Just that little bit on the end.
Yeah, and that, I don't say much butter, but the creaminess, and it gives it a bigger mouthfeel.
Yeah.
It really jumps up at you and coats your whole mouth and makes the whole experience so much better. This would be a very important food wine. Coming from a mother who is the best cook in the world, she owns her own French bistro. I grew up eating and drinking wine. To me, when I make wine, I'm always thinking about food. Always constantly thinking about food, what's going to go with that food, or
so
what's going to go with the wine.
What would you serve with a wine like this then?
Anything.
Anything.
You could go. No, you could go. You could go rich. You know, rich seafood like lobster. You could do the classic pastas. I think it would go with a myriad of salads. I think it would go with pork. It would go. I mean, it really does have because of its full richness and its very broad balance. It would actually go with a number of seafood foods. I'm not one of these guys that says, you know, white fish, red meat.
Must have that.
You know,
no, it's more about the feel, the body.
The acidity, the balance.
Sure.
Okay, we're going to start. The next one is going to be a red wine. It's going to be the Trianon, which is predominantly Cabernet Franc. As I was mentioning earlier, Cabernet Franc is doing very well in Virginia. And we had a lot of visitors would come and they would say, "Oh, do you have a Cabernet Franc?" And for a long time we did. We now do have one.
Yes, we do. And
the only issue with that is my reserve wines I will not make every year if the quality doesn't warrant it. I'm not someone who's just going to say, "Oh, well, we have to have that." If the grapes are not good enough, I will not make this wine, which I didn't make for a number of years, which much to the duress of our sales team. But this is predominantly Cabernet Franc. This has done very well. Again, it's the balance I'm looking for, the complexity. You have a nice array of fruits, earth tones, the leather.
Tobacco there.
Yeah. You have the tannins aren't just overly predominant. The oak has a number of, it's a French, American, and Hungarian oak.
Okay.
A lot of different, 1-year-old, 2-year-old, neutral. So again, I would consider this very much a food wine. You could go with like gamey foods.
I can see that.
And it would go well with rich sauces.
Getting some berry in there.
Yeah, lots of berry, some cherry.
Nice with venison, maybe.
Oh yeah, I think anything really gamey would work. Duck, goose, venison, wild boar. Would be another good one.
Well, Matthew, thank you, and congratulations on all your awards, and here's to the next vintage.
Thank you for coming.
And don't forget to catch the rest of my talk with Matthew on food philosophy.